afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Thursday. I hope each and every one of you is having an amazing week so far. Even though it is meteorological winter, it does not feel like winter at all out there. Really, across the whole entire nation, there is hardly any snow on the ground. I know so many ski resorts across portions of the West are so upset right now, considering they only had maybe a dusting or around 1 or 2 inches of snow right now on the slopes. So obviously, you can't ski on them. And temperatures in the deep south are getting close to 90 in some places. We are in the last month of the year, and we are still seeing temperatures in the 90s in some portions in the south. That is just absolutely insane in my mind. Over the next couple of weeks, expect fall-like weather. Nothing like winter weather at all, especially over the next couple of weeks. And once again, obviously, since I was just talking about the 90s, expect well above average temperatures, especially if you live in the south and really across the whole entire country. Really, the only thing that might help us get somewhere into the winter season for weather is maybe our next shot of snow that will come down early next week, and that could potentially bring over a foot of snow to portions of the interior Northeast and also portions of the Great Lakes. Really, across the whole entire nation, it is gorgeous out there, going all the way from the Four Corners region out in the west, all the way across the coastline to the eastern tier. It is absolutely gorgeous. Afternoon highs have been in the 60s and 70s, low humidity and no rain at all. And honestly, unfortunately, it is not the same story there in the Northeast. We do have an area of low pressure that is just north of the U.S.-Canadian border, and we do have some snow just north of that warm front, but mostly it's all rain here across portions of the Northeast. I'll say it again. Nothing like winter weather at all. Going from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, almost 80 there in Southern California, down to almost 90 there in Southern Texas. It does not feel like winter at all. Across the Carolinas, expect overnight lows tonight in the 50s and 60s. And as you work your way up into the northern plains and across portions of the Great Lakes, expect overnight lows tonight into the 40s and 30s with hardly any snow at all. As you're waking up tomorrow morning and heading out to work, expect mostly the exact same thing. We are still going to be cooking here across portions of the deep south and also there across portions of the Four Corners region. Still a little on the chilly side there in the Northeast, but still it is above average for this time of year. Yes, even though it is going to be chilly, you are still going to be above average, which is going to be insane in my mind. Now, we will get some relief as we head into the early portions of next week, thanks to our brand new area low pressure that will be coming down from Canada, installing itself over Wisconsin as we head over the next couple of days with snow on the western side of it. But most of us are still going to be dealing with really pleasant conditions, especially across portions of the Great Lakes and also portions of the Ohio Valley. Now, as we head into very early morning hours on Monday, we do have a cold front forming on the southern side of this area of low pressure that will bring some of us some rain, especially if you live in Illinois, Indiana, and then also into Ohio. And now, as you're waking up on Monday morning, that cold front extends all the way down into the deep south with rain from much of you, especially across portions of the Mid-Atlantic, Kentucky Valley, and also the Ohio Valley. And we're still seeing some very heavy snow across portions of the Great Lakes. And as you were heading into your afternoon hours on Monday and heading out for dinner, you might want to grab that winter jacket or a rain jacket because it is just going to be raw out there. A mix of rain and snow across portions of the interior Northeast, really along the whole entire I-95 corridor. It's going to be just rain, but you will have to go much further west if you want to see any snow at all. And thankfully, as we push into the very early morning hours on Tuesday, most of it is going to be out of the interior Northeast, but if you live along the I-95 corridor, the East Coast, and into portions of New England, you're still going to be holding on to that very small chance of rain, especially across portions of eastern Connecticut into Rhode Island and then also into eastern Massachusetts with snow there in the higher elevations and also the more north you go. And thankfully, as we head into your morning hours on Tuesday, it is all gone and out of our area. Now, if you live across portions of the Great Lakes, you can be expecting potentially over a foot of snow. Not everybody's going to be seeing over 6 inches of snow. However, most of you are going to be at least seeing at least 3 to 5. Some of you may be seeing a little bit higher than that, and a couple of you may even see over a foot of snow. This is not going to be a major winter storm by any means at all, but it will be a little bit more out of the ordinary, a little bit more out of the ordinary than we would typically see within winter storms. Back down to our local area, a gorgeous forecast for this weekend. No rain at all, a mix of sunshine and clouds every single day. Low humidity, afternoon highs in the low to mid 70s, overnight lows in the high 40s with winds light and variable. And for your inland forecast, honestly, no changes at all. A mix of sunshine and clouds, afternoon highs in the mid to high 70s, overnight lows into the high 40s to low 50s. Hardly any clouds at all with light and variable winds.